to be broadcasting. I'm going to fly around here. This little VR world. It's pretty awesome. I have all the planes unlocked. I have everything except for one airport unlocked. So, you'll get to see pretty much because I ain't going to stay in one thing for a long period of time. I'll just be playing around. So, let's see, retry. This ultralight's pretty cool.
Ultralight 109, you are
Turn on
cleared
the
for
fuel,
takeoff.
magneto, start the engine. Alright, so I've got a little gas-powered engine here on the back. I have no altimeter, but an airspeed indicator. I mean, that's pretty much all you'll need. Oh, because of the way I'm sitting, I actually can't fly that because I can't put my hand down far enough, so let's get into another plane real quick. Let's go abandon. Let's see, what can we fly? We'll go back to the blade real quick. Free flight. Put our helmet on.
This is air traffic
And here we
control.
go.
You
Fuel
are cleared
flow.
for takeoff.
Magneto. Got my joystick. My ailerons are working. My elevator's working. Alright, here we go. Oh, gotta watch it. Airspeed's good. We're on a slow climb here. Trying to conserve fuel. Just readjusted myself, and that's not what I wanted to do. There you go. Ultralight flying over there. That might actually be the glider. cruising around. We'll fly over here to the volcano. Forget the name of the actual island, but still relevant. We've been airborne for about 3 minutes, 37 seconds. At more than, I mean, it's like 3/4 fuel right now. Like flying at 80 to 90 knots. You can't really see the airspeed indicator because of the shadow, but you know, from where it's at, I believe it's about that 80 to 90 knots. We'll turn to get some sun on it. Yeah, about 80. We're about 575 feet above sea level right now. Less than 1,000 feet. Just cruising around. Another airport to our 1 o'clock right here, a little small island. The only reason to go there is to fuel up, or other than that, there's no tourist attractions, nothing to actually get off for. It's that small little island right there, a couple hangars, a whole bunch of fuel. Here's the top of the volcano. Doesn't look active, it's full of water. You hear a little church bell going off right now. There's a little like city off the other side of this. I'll fly over there so you can see it. We come down the other side of this volcano where we went up. And we're coming around the backside, and you'll see a little village over here on the hillside. Here it is. There it is, guys. Right on the side of the mountain. Fly down through here. fly straight up into a stall. Alright, here we go. We're starting to nose over. Oh, that's it. Done. Hit the wall. I knew I wasn't pulling out of that. Well, I did good for a little bit. The Herald Times, the pilot lives to fly again. That's me. No matter what I do, I always live. And then we have the G Racer. I don't know if I can fly that when I'm sitting, but we're going to try it. It's a little tiny plane with a whole lot of motor.
You are cleared for takeoff.
Alright, thank you, Tower. Let's see. So we got power on. Oh, magneto over here. Blub, 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 blub. Alright, we'll give it 15-degree flaps. Just so that way, you can, it's a tail dragger, as you can see. You can't see over the nose until you round up. And then you gotta be careful. Alright, we're starting to bounce. Alright, here you go. Touch some grass over there. Oh, it would have helped if I actually had the joystick at that time. So this is the fastest flying aircraft you got here, I believe, between this and the Blade 350. It's just an old school wooden framed, all motor, real tiny aircraft. It's like an old race plane. It eats fuel like an animal. I think it's one of those rotary inline engines where it's like you know, the engines were all around the front of the cowling in the front. If I'm not mistaken, but this has probably got to be the hardest plane to land, because it's such a small signature, and it's like, you know, obviously a lot of weight in the front with the engine and not a lot of lift surfaces. But we're gonna 30 degrees flap it, and then we're gonna start turning and rotating and go over to airport. I mean, it's not unreasonable to land, but it's definitely something that you need to get used to. No. Now we're halfway across the runway, so we're gonna exit out of here. We're gonna come around for another pass. Why is it full power, and when I let off of it, I don't understand what's going on here. Alright, let's exit. We're gonna try this again. So what recently occurred is I got a new couch, and the way the couch is, I don't think that, I mean, it's allowing my hand to go down on this plane, but on like the Ultralight and the Blade 350, I can't go down far enough to actually accomplish my goal. So we'll do 15-degree flaps this time. Gonna rotate around at the runway in sight. See if this helps us at all. I think my leg might be blocking it or something, so the camera doesn't sense it, so then it just throws it off. Just flicks the throttle forward. Alright. There you go, nice and easy. Skipping a little bit home. Let's go. We're gonna see if we can we'll fly this glider here real quick. It's a rocket powered glider, which is pretty cool. So the initial power, instead of getting pulled by a plane, it's got a rocket on it that gets us off the ground. Shoot off pretty good. There's a certain amount of fuel you have, so you can use it a couple times. Right now, about 500 feet. 600 feet, we're starting to lose airspeed, so we're going to use the rocket again. We're going to gain some altitude. We're at 1,000 feet right now. Still gaining 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500. Our airspeed 1,600. You know, you can see I still have a little over half the fuel capacity left. So if I wanted to fly around more, I could. If you look at my airspeed indicator right now, you can see I'm right on the border of a stall. It's in the caution and the red, so I'm trying to nose down, get that somewhat in the middle of the caution, so then that way I don't have to worry about stalling. I mean, it's not impossible to stall a glider. As a matter of fact, if you want to try it, we can. Here we go. We're gonna pull straight up here, under power. Straight up, up, and away we go. Looks like we're at 2,000 feet. Yeah, so here we go. We're starting to spin. Alright, so
Glider 397, you've deviated too far off course.
here we go with our stall. Nose down, build airspeed.
Glider 397, you've deviated too far off course.
Alright,
Head back to
Tower.
Wayward.
I got you, Tower. Alright, so we're maintaining about 2,000 feet right now. I think that's the capacity for this game, is roughly 2,000 feet. A little more, maybe. Yeah, we're just flying around right now in our little glider. Enjoying the weather. At 1,800 feet. Doing a whopping like 35 knots. No engines, just wind. Nice and quiet. We're sailing. We've been airborne in this thing for about 6 minutes. A little under half the fuel capacity left, so if we ran into trouble and needed to gain altitude or something, we can. Right now we're just flying around. I don't remember if this thing was able to get lift, like off a push up the wind, a push of the wind upside the mountain. So I'm flying over towards the volcano. I believe at one point I remember hearing the tone, but I'm not 100% positive. So we're gonna fly over here and see if we don't have to use a rocket, and we can continue to fly by trying to catch a draft. We're at about 1,000 feet right now, just trying to keep this thing afloat from that one island to over here. Got a Blade 350 flying down there in front of us. He's at like our 1 o'clock right now, 2 o'clock. About, let's see. This thing is nice and stable, I can tell you that. You can really hear that church bell now. There's a little city. Tour 11, about 10 o'clock. Well, I think there's another glider over here in front of us. Maybe it's not a glider. It's an ultralight, I think. Yeah. There he goes. Some beachfront real estate right there. Got a plane, a Blade 350 flying over top. Alright, so we're about to go under 500 feet. Actually, we were under 500 feet. So we're gonna use this rocket to get some altitude again. I'm gonna go over here and land on this little, this airport. On the other side of that ridge there. Alright, our approach looks good right now. Lined up with the runway. Gonna clear that sea barrier wall right there. A little bit of rudder. I'm gonna float this thing in. Touchdown. Got brakes on. Alright, refuel. We'll back this thing up. Oh, that was not good. That was not a good backup. There it is. Come on. Straight back. Alright. So we're going to use a rocket. Come inverted. Okay, so I can't keep it inverted. That is a no-go with this thing. It's not very aerobatic, as you can see. And gliders aren't meant to be aerobatic, so what do you expect from the thing? There you go, right by the tower. For you that never played this game, there is a another airport over here. It's on the side of the mountain right there. It's a little runway. Or if you just want to do flybys, fly through the mountain, you can. Alright, so here goes the other runway over here. Gotta watch my wings going into this thing. Alright, here we go, float it down. Alright, we're running out of runway, so we gotta put this thing down. There you go. Alright, so you can see a whole bunch of cool stuff. See if I can get active on this ultralight again.
Ultralight 109, you are cleared for takeoff.
Ultralight 109 acknowledges tower. See, I can't grab the throttle. Alright, let me move. Excuse me. Alright, no. Helmet. There you go. Little ultralight here. Got some rudder action going on. Trying to recenter myself. The way I'm sitting on this couch was not comfortable. This thing, huh? Nice and stable flight. It's got a top wing on it. It's what you'd expect from something with a top wing. Lots of lift. It only flies about 30 knots, but it's quite a great airplane to learn with, especially in this thing, especially with VR. Sometimes a lot of people get motion sickness or, you know, feel dizzy short amounts of time, but it's definitely a good way to start. But yeah, just so you got an idea of what the Ultrawings is about. I'm sure there's been a million people that have done reviews, but it's just a great game to fly around in, learn about aviation if you're not already familiar with it. There's a game side to it where you can fly around and like shoot balloons and fly through obstacles and stuff like that, so it challenges you, and there's like these little missions for somebody who's like more into flying. It's not what they're seeking from a game like this. They want more of a simulator, which I'm hoping the day comes. But for now, this is what we have as a flight simulator for, or some sort of a flight simulator or simulation from the PlayStation Store right now. I know Ace Combat's coming out soon. I'm stoked to see what that has to offer. I heard there's only 5 VR missions, but I'll take all 5 of those VR missions any day. There's nothing like flying in VR, nothing like simming in VR, put it that way. I would love to have Derail come, which is a train simulator, to the PlayStation VR store, but you know, I know the makers of the game said that they're only working on PC right now, but hopefully that changes, and then you know, so hopefully we get some more sims, like racing sims in VR. I know Dirt Rally was amazing. Gran Turismo looks amazing, but the simulation part, it's somewhat there. It's not 100% exact. So, you know, I'm looking for a little bit more. I'm hoping Project Cars does something. Assetto Corsa, somebody, please save us. We want this stuff. You're not giving it to us fast enough. So either way, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm done flying for right now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.